I have a question.
Yes.
You and I have talked about femininity. We had a conversation, and it got me thinking that since I'm in a female form in this lifetime, it would be a good idea for me to embrace my femininity. Could you tell me what that is, and how does one do that, or how can I do that?
Well, it's embracing the feminine, but also releasing judgment of the feminine, because the belief is that to be in the female body is weak. All right, the masculine, and this is what's reflected back to you, is where all the power is. It's where all the strength is. But we tell you that the feminine has just as much strength as the masculine. It's just in a slightly different form. It's utilized in a different way. One is aggressive and pushing, the other is attracting and pulling in. That's the feminine. The feminine calls energy in. All right, the masculine pushes it out. So it's just the polar opposite in how the mechanics work. All right, but both are equally powerful. One is not more powerful than the other. And what you are learning to do is to integrate the two within your body. So what you can play around with is utilizing your power to sit in one place and magnetize things to you, instead of having to go out and get it, to beat it down, to chase it down. That's the masculine energy. We think you're really going to like it. All right, when you really start to play around, you think, why didn't I do this sooner? All right, to pull in, to call in, to be creative, to use that flow of energy. But there are some beliefs from other lifetimes, and this is in part why you chose the female body this go-round, is because the masculine had all the power. And this time around, it was for you to learn that the female has just as much power. And you are both in that singular body. That would be what we would suggest, to visualize what you want and see about calling it in without having to go hunt it. And you can start with really simple things. All right? Play around with that. Also, play around with your feminine wiles. Use that feminine sexual energy. Pull the energy all the way down through your root chakra, all the way to the earth and back up and out. You're not allowing all of it to run, in part because of what we've already discussed about the judgment of the feminine, the form, motherhood, all of that. That's keeping your energy blocked and not allowing you to fully run it through your body. Make sense?
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes. I think I just need a little example about how to magnetize it. I don't even understand that concept, because I'm very, like you said, I'm very aggressive. When I would like something, I simply figure out how can I go get it, and also that I'm very impatient as well. So,
all right. So, what's something that you'd like to create for yourself? It can be something simple. Doesn't have to be huge and over the top. It can be a new frock.
Okay, the car.
All right. So in the old way, you would scour every single advertisement. You would go to dealerships. You would haggle. You would spend hours doing research. All right. You go out and you try one dealership, and you didn't like the answer, you go out, you try another dealership. All right, that's the masculine way, the action, the outside. To work in the feminine way, you're going to go within. All right, and to feel what that would be like, to encounter finding exactly what you wanted without having to run everything down. You're calling in the right person. You're calling in the right deal. You're calling in the right car. What does it feel like? All right. You can go through the list of what you want on the car. All right. What qualities it has about it. And then how would it feel in your body to have it? To just know that you go one place and that's it, because you've called it to you. All right, you've magnetized it to you. How amazing would it feel? Oh, it's easy. It's really effortless. I got exactly what I wanted at exactly the price. I didn't have to spend hours and hours and hours. How amazing would that feel in your body? Can you feel that sense of amazement right now?
Yes.
That's working pulling something to you vibrationally. All right? That's the new way, as it were, of working. And it just happens to be labeled as feminine. All right? There is a time and a place for all actions. All right? There's a time for masculine energy, there's a time for feminine energy, and both running concurrently, that you're able to do both. That you take a step, you magnetize. You take a step, you magnetize. So you're going and running back and forth. But just visualize something coming to you. Feel it coming to you instead of you having to hunt it down. All right? Play with that. Does that help?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.